All right, everyone, welcome. I'm Gabe. This is sort of the introduction to the way this GRE preparation stuff is going to work in a lot of ways. So, what you have on your screen here is, first of all, it's Module 1, the sort of the Module 1 guide for how you're going to go through and prepare and what you're going to see. You'll see there's a couple different things there. First of all, yes, watch the Getting Started video, and then these word lists. There are going to be two of these word lists every week, and you can watch every one of these videos. You can put together some great tips, but if you don't have a good command of your vocabulary, and I'm not talking about feeling like, oh, well, I've spoken English all my life, I know what these words mean. You may be able to pronounce the words, you may be able to say them, but unless you know where they're coming from and what these words are actually saying, you know the meanings, you know how to use them in a sentence, you're sure of their spellings, then your score is going to suffer dramatically on the GRE. This test really evaluates your command of some pretty arcane vocabulary, and variant spellings and all sorts of stuff. They will use words that, maybe it's really close to another word, but it may mean something completely different. So when I put these word lists on here, I don't spend a whole lot of time in the videos making sure that you've done it or asking you or reviewing certain words. But it's extraordinarily important that you spend at least as much time working on your vocabulary as you spend working on the other skills. So I know it's always the first part of each one of these modules, and I don't spend a whole lot of time nagging you about it, but I will tell you now at the beginning, you absolutely must work through that vocabulary every week and make note of the ones. You're going to have a pretty thick stack of note cards, more than likely. I had a big stack, and I had three words per card, and I still had a big stack. So that's very important for you to do. What you'll see then is you'll move through. I will send you to, like a reading comprehension page on this website here. It's a majortests.com website. This is great free stuff, y'all. I mean, this is great stuff. You go here, it's got the sentence equivalence, text completion, reading comprehension pages. You answer the questions, you go through, and they give you like little mini ones. It's probably 8-10 questions at a time. And after you take that, they tell you what your time should be. You time yourself to that. You take that, you answer them, and it tells you which ones you got right and which ones you got wrong. For the ones you got wrong, it gives you feedback as to why you got it wrong. So that is very very beneficial. I'm sending you to these because it's all free and you can get to them whenever. So that's where we go when I send you to this type of stuff. I'm not endorsing them necessarily, but it seems like a very good resource to be able to use. Then I'll do a video for you about, just sort of some skills and tips on each one of the types of questions, the parts of the test that we're talking about. Then I'll tell you to go and after you've done the first test, just basically on your own, that'll be your baseline. Then you watch the tips so you can see how to approach it better. And then there's always a few more tests that you can take. And I encourage you to pay attention to those skills that I tell you about and then enact those skills on those practice tests after that. So that's the way this will set up. That's sort of the general structure for it every week and how we'll go about it. There are a couple of other resources I want to tell you about just really fast. The Major Test website we've already talked about. The Princeton Review site is a great site. The book that I used when I was preparing for it last year and the book that I'm using to take it again now, to prepare for it now, is the Princeton Review site. It's a great site. Anything that I'm telling you, anything I'm recommending to you did not start with me. I didn't come up with these things. I'm using the strategies that I've read, from books that I bought or websites I visited or whatever. So anything that I recommend to you came from someone else. Just know that. None of this is original to me. So the Princeton Review site is a great place to go for tips. I think you can take like some free online tests there or something. The Kaplan site is a good one as well. Kaplan Test Prep, there's got like a question of the day. They've got all kinds of stuff. The ETS site is worth going to. I want to tell you about something really fast. If you go to the ets.org website, this is the organization that administers the GRE. Type Power Prep in there. It'll take you here, and this will take you to a site where you can download this stuff. These are actual retired tests. You will want to do that. This will give you an accurate version, an accurate score of what you would make if you were to take it today, so you can know how to better prepare. I look forward to talking to you and helping you out soon. Thanks.